This is Mike White with head football coach Justin Cruz, the head football coach of the Ripley High School Tigers. Coach, thank you for being with us again today.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Well, Coach, a tough loss last Friday night. I mean, went down to the last 7-8 seconds of the game. Was a heck of a game. We started out a little bit on our heels on defense and had trouble stopping their option, but we finally got that stopped and didn't allow them to score, I think, in the second half, and we were able to close the gap. Just at the very end of the game, wasn't able to get the last 3 yards that we needed to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. We did have some problems defensively early on. We was just trying to survive the halftime at one point. Talked about what we could do to come in here and adjust and try to stop the option. We did a good job of coming in at half as a staff, I thought, of going in and really reworking some things that we was doing and adjust to what they were doing and trying to take advantage of. And in the second half, when you pitch a shutout, you've done a good job adjusting in the second half. And we also held them to the lowest amount of points they've scored on all year. So we were proud of that. It's disappointing coming away with a loss. And we had a chance to win it there at the end. And, we can say a lot of what ifs. What if we'd have done this? What if we'd done that? But there's a lot of what ifs throughout the game always. And, it just come out on the short end. I was proud of our kids for fighting for 4 quarters, however. And, they for the one time that I've seen all year collectively after the game, there wasn't many smiles on the faces or, anything like that. They were, disappointed. And I think that was a good thing because when you start caring, you're going to do even more to fix it, and it means more to you. So I was proud of that, too, because, there's times that we've lost a game or time here this year, and I thought, man, these kids don't look like they care. But, I think we're really coming around, turning the corner there as well. And I was just proud of the kids for battling and adjusting at half and, never giving up. They trusted what we said, and we went out there and, we gave it all we had and just came up on a little on the short end. So.
Well, I've always said that you can tell the quality of a coaching staff by the changes they make at halftime. And we definitely made some very positive changes at halftime. It looked like, and sometimes a different team when we came out the second half, especially defensively. And, I've got to tell you, at the end of the game with a minute or so left and everybody was still in the seats or still in the stands and everybody on their feet, it was an exciting atmosphere at Tiny Stadium, the most exciting I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, it was an exciting game for the kids, for the staff, and all of us. They didn't fold under pressure or anything like that. When we lost at the end, it wasn't because a kid lost it for us or anything like that. It was just the fact that, we called a play and they played good defense against it. I can't fault anyone for that. You can always say, what if you called something different? Maybe it would have worked and whatnot. But when you got something that's been working all night on them off the edge, we thought we could take advantage real quick, get a quick first down, move the chains and take a shot at the end zone right there and possibly have 2 plays there to try to win it. It didn't work out that way, but, like I said, I was proud of not only the players, but of my coaching staff for, giving us a chance. So, we're going to get back to work and see if we can get a win tonight. So,
well, Coach, the injury bug has kind of raised its ugly head here about a little less than halfway through the season. And, that's kind of expected to a certain degree when you get so far into the season. But how healthy or how unhealthy are we going into the game tonight?
Well, we're pretty banged up. There's going to be a lot of new faces playing throughout tonight. We're still without our middle linebacker, who is kind of a staple in our middle of our defense. And we've had some kids step up and really fill that role pretty well, I thought, especially last week. We still got a lot of young kids that are banged up that are even backups. So depth is a little bit of an issue right now, but like you said, it's the middle of the season. It's to be expected. A lot of kids stepping up, working hard in practice, and they're going to get their shot whether we like it or they like it or not because it's just that time. So hopefully they grow up before us. Like I said before, I hope that they get out there and give us everything they got and do what we know they can.
And again, that us having such a young team or getting to play a lot of young players, really bodes well for the future for Ripley High School football.
Yeah, you always, you don't ever want to talk about next year too soon, but there's no doubt about it that next year, when does it roll around, there's going to be a lot of experienced, seasoned veterans out there on the field, and for any program when that happens, it's a positive. So, they're going to play their hearts out now and, look for big things in the future from them.
Well, Coach, we go to Fayette Ware tonight and take on the Fayette Ware team there in Summerville. And, of course, we want to have a great crowd out there for that game. But I don't know a whole lot about Fayette Ware. What can you tell us about them?
Well, I can only tell you what I know about them on film. I've never played them personally. I've never coached against them. They're pretty good sized up front. I know they won 8 ball games last year, but they were hit pretty hard by graduation. They're 2-2 on the year now. They look all right on film. They do some things that we feel like we can take advantage of. I know they put the ball on the ground pretty consistently, and I'd like to take advantage of that defensively on our end and see if we can't get the offense some extra possessions. But they're pretty athletic. They got a quarterback that, to be honest, kind of scares me when he gets to running around, because when you get a quarterback running around, especially in coverage and man coverage, he can break it off a big play. And so we're going to be on our toes tonight and fly around defensively, and offensively we're just going to have to score as many possessions as possible. But that's the name of the game every week. I'd prefer not to punt ever, personally, but unfortunately sometimes we have to. So if we can go out there and never punt tonight, I like our chances.
Well, we may be in a punting situation. We may fake it, too, because we've done that several times this year, and I like that as well.
Well, I'm not afraid to take a chance, especially if they give it to us. Again, I'm not trying to compete. I'm trying to win. So,
what type of offense does Fayette Ware run?
Well, that's a good question. They're in and out of the wing T formation. They little old school Maryland eye thrown in there, the dead eye, some people call it. It's something you don't coach against very often. You don't see much. I know Coach Fain has talked to us a lot about. That's what they used to run, so he'll be excited to see that, I guess. But a lot of wing T stuff, and they'll still run the wing T stuff out of gun as well. So, they mix it up quite a bit.
Defensively, what can we expect?
They stick in a 4-3 most of the time. They do jump in a three-man front every now and then, but most consistent they'll be in the 4-3.
Well, Coach, I want to wish you the very best of luck in tonight's game. We hope we travel well and have a great crowd out at Fayette Ware down in Somerville and support these Ripley High School Tigers. And again, wish you the very best of luck, and we'll go back to the field with live action.
Well, welcome, Tiger fans. This is Tracy Crazy Horse Henson coming to you from Fayette Ware High School in Somerville, Tennessee, as the Ripley Tigers has just received the ball from Fayette Ware, and the Tigers are coming to the line. I'm not able to get on the radio. There's seems to be no one at the station. I've called several times, but we're going to go with this. And the Tigers come up to the line. They're in the spread offense. One receiver to the right, one to the left. And Tyler Ross steps back. He passes. He gets it out to number 24 of the Tigers. And that's going to be, let's see who that is. That is McKinney. That is McKinney, number 24. And that is a first down. That is a Bank of Ripley $10 first down for the Tigers as the Tigers come back to the line. Tyler Ross under center. He hands the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray Washington takes it right up the middle. Ray's going to get about 3 yards on that carry. A good run by Ray. As that's Tigers go into that no-huddle offense. Tyler Ross looks to the sideline for the play. Receiver to the left, one to the right. Lone running back is Ray Washington. Tyler Ross is the quarterback for the Tigers. As the Tigers looked at their wristband, he gets the ball. Tyler steps back to pass. He gets the ball out to number 3 of the Tigers. Number 3 is taking it to the end zone. And there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And just like that, the Tigers draw first blood. Good play by the Tigers. That is a $25 touchdown for Bank of Tennessee in Lauderdale County. Just like that, the Tigers draw first blood. Tigers come out tonight ready to play ball. The Tigers need this win really bad. They're 1-4 on the season, and this win would boost their confidence going into Haywood next week. And up and good by Hawkins. The score is 7-0. having some difficulties on WTRB. I've not been able to get hold of anybody at the radio station, but that's all right. With my old cuz upstairs, Steve Vickery, he's doing the streaming. You can catch it on at times that he says on the live streaming. So just like that, the Ripley Tigers come out playing some good ball. Good passing by Tyler Ross, good running by Ray Washington, and just good catching by the Tigers. So the Tigers will kick off to Fayette Ware and trying to see who they have deep for them. I believe it's number 1. That is going to be Tyler Watkins for Fayette Ware. As the Tigers are getting ready to kick this ball off with 9 minutes and 51 seconds. And little flag time as Hawkins getting ready to kick off to the Fayette Ware Wildcat. He does a boots kick, and I don't know, it may be a flag on the field. Well, now Fayette Ware's going to get the ball right there on the, looks like the 36-yard line. As Fayette Ware's getting ready to come to the line. I was talking to some people before the ball game and about the Wildcats. They played a team out of Mississippi, Lewisburg, last week. And if the Wildcats come to the line, they got a receiver to the right, quarterback under center, and they're in a wing T offense. And the quarterback dropped the ball, but now that big running back, he got about 8 yards on the Tigers. That's number 30 running back for the Wildcat. That is Dwayne Hobson for Fayette Ware. He got 8 yards on that play, and but the Tigers did a good job of bringing him down. They Wildcats go back. Well, the referees are calling a timeout. I believe there's maybe a delay of game. Are they going to reset the clock? And give a big shout out to all of our boosters, our sponsors tonight, which is Banker Ripley's, Thornton Furniture, Farm Bureau, Bayard Chevrolet, Crowner Furniture, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Canal Body Shop, Mills Food Plaza, Norman Hendrick Construction, Domino's Pizzas. And they sponsor the Coach's Corner, Great American Sport of Jackson, which closed most of our athletes. See your local representative. And it looks like they're still working on the clock. Well, the clock is steady running. So it's down to 7:45. So I don't know what they're doing. But, well, I guess they let that much time run off. So the referee calls the play in action. As the quarterback goes up under center for Fayette Ware. Fayette Ware stays in that wing T. The quarterback rolls out. He wants to run it, and he does. And he breaks through. As he's going to be, he's going to go all the way. No, he's going to be stopped. They stopped him short. It looks like a fumble, and it is. The Ripley Tigers got the turnover on Fayette Ware. And so just like that, the Fayette Ware quarterback, number 4, that is Chris Key. He wasn't about a foot from going into end zone. And so the Tigers are going to take over the ball. Let's see. On about the 5-yard line, with 6:38 to go in this first quarter, Tigers go into that spread offense with a power run with a receiver to the left and one to the right. As Tyler Ross, quarterback, Ray Washington, the running back, and Ray got the ball. He just ran just right up the middle and looks like it's going to be a first down. If it is, that's going to be It is. That's going to be no, he's going to be stopped short. As the good run by Ray Washington, as the ball was sitting on the 5-yard line of the Tigers, but the Tigers go into a pistol formation. They hand the ball back off to Ray, and Ray's going to get the first down. That's going to be a Banker Ripley first down, $10 first down. Tigers doing a good job tonight, coming out and playing some good ball. They really need this win bad. They really need it. And the Tigers looks at their wristband. Long running back is Ray Washington, Tyler Ross quarterback. And this is going to be a flag. Let's see, it's going to be offside on Fayette Ware. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty for Fayette Ware. We don't have a clock, a game clock, or a play clock here at Fayette Ware, so the referees will have to keep up with it on their watch. As the Tigers go back under at offense, they hand it off to Ray. Ray cuts it around corner, then he cuts it right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to be about a half a foot short of a first down for the Ripley Tigers. No, make that a first down. That's another Banker Ripley first down for the Ripley Tigers. As the Tigers go into this no-huddle offense, at 1st and 10 for the Ripley Tigers, as you got a receiver to the left, one to the right, and they hand the ball off to number 4, and he does some hard running. A good run by number 4 of the Tigers. That was, let me see who that was for the Tigers. And they hand the ball off to number 11. Number 11, he just outruns everybody on Fayette Ware. He gained about 30 yards on that run. That is going to be number 11, Cortine Moore for the Ripley Tigers. And folks, that young man is a freshman. Coach Justin has been talking about that freshman, that Moore kid, and he just outrun all of Fayette Ware. The Tigers, they got the ball on the 30-yard line, and they give the ball back to him. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, I wish you could see this kid run, because he is some kind of a runner. With 2:44 to go. As the Tigers taking their time running this clock with 7-0. The Tigers threatening Fayette Ware again on this touchdown. The ball is on the 20-yard line. Number 4, Tyler Ross hands the ball off to number 4. He just jukes and jives up the middle of Fayette Ware. And the ball is going to be spotted on I believe it's going to be on about the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line. They look at their wristband. Number 4 running back, Tyler Ross quarterback. Tyler Ross steps back. He's going to throw. And he does. A big catch by number 24, McKinnis. McKinnis got spun around. That's going to bring the ball to the 10-yard line. Should make it 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a flag on the field. They're going to bring it back. be a 5-yard, I believe. Well, the referees, the umpires was trying to get to where the line of scrimmage was to run this thing back. I don't know what the call was. So they're going to mark the ball off. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, which is going to bring the ball back to the 30-yard line for the Tigers. And this is going to be, well, this is coming to an end, the first quarter. That was a fast first quarter. Tyler Ross, the under center. Receiver to the left, one to the right. Tyler Ross is going to step back and throw it again. Now, Tyler Ross is going to be pushed out of the pocket, but there's a flag, and that may be a face mask on the, well, it's going to be holding on the Tigers, so that's going to move it back 5 more yards. And this is going to be the end of the first quarter. And they're going to mark the ball off 5 more yards. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. That's going to move the ball back all the way to the 50-yard line for the Tigers. I don't know what they're doing because the first quarter is ended. I guess they're going to run another play. Tyler Ross hands the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray Washington just takes off. First down and 20, but he's going to get about 5 of that. There's a whole lot more than that. That's going to be about first down and, oh goodness. First down at 30 or 25. But the game clock has ended, so I don't know what they're doing. Must be, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go on with the game. Tyler Ross is under center. Ray Washington is running back. You got a receiver to the left and one to the right. And Tyler Ross hands the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray Washington cuts it down on the corner. And he gets down the sideline. Ray Washington is still going. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's going to be third down coming up for the Tigers. Looks like he got it almost back to the original line of scrimmage. You can probably hear the band playing for Fayette Ware. And the Tyler Ross, the offensive line, looks to the sideline for the play, and they looked at their armbands. They got a receiver to the left, one to the right. Second down and 14, and they hand the ball back out to Ray, and Ray gets hammered. I believe he got right back to the line of scrimmage. And that was fourth down. So the Tigers bring in Hawkins, number 4, for the Tigers to kick a field goal. And he's going to try about a 30-yard field goal. Now, he can hit it. He can hit them that long. It's up. And it is no good. And just like that, the Tigers are up 7-0. And with that, we're going to take a 30-second timeout and be back here in Somerville at Fayette Ware High School. All right, go ahead and put me on. The Tigers will turn the ball over on that missed field goal by Caleb Hawkins. The score is 7-0. I don't know how much time is left in this first quarter because the board clock is messed up. But nevertheless, the Tigers got a big stop that time by their defense. The Tigers has a huge defense. As Fayette Ware comes to the line, they're still in that wing tee. The quarterback on the center for Fayette Ware. He hands the ball off to number 5, but number 5 Tiberius White, he is a senior running back and defensive back for the Fayette Ware Wildcats, and that's going to bring up third down at about 9. So he got more yards going sideways than he did going anywhere else. The Wildcats come to the line, score 7-0, favored Ripley Tigers. The Wildcats send 3 receivers to the right, to the left, and 1 to the right. The quarterback is in shotgun position. The Tigers are looking to blitz, but the quarterback pulled the ball out and he ran with it. He's running, and a good run by Fayette Ware quarterback number 4. And is Chris Key, senior for the Wildcat, and he did a great job of running that ball. That's going to be first down for the Wildcats. They got the Ripley Tigers out of position on that play, and he ran about 20 yards. The Wildcats come to the line. They go back to the wing tee with 1 receiver, wide receiver to your right. They hand the ball off. It's a shuttle pass to number 5, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. He is going to lose some yards. That's going to be for the Tigers. I believe that's number 12 for the Tigers. Let's see who that is. Well, I don't have his number for the Tigers, number 12. Oh, it might have been number 13, Burnett, but I believe it was number 12. It's going to bring up second down and 12. He's going to lose 2 yards on that play. The Wildcats come to the line. The Tigers are in that 3-4 defense. The Wildcats, they're in the wing tee. They hand the ball straight up the middle. I believe it's going to be a turnover, and it does. It's another fumble by the Wildcats, and it's going to go over to the Ripley Tigers. At the Ripley Tigers is going to have the ball on about the 45-yard line. The Tigers playing ball tonight, which the Tigers has been close in every game, just except for a few mistakes that they've made. Coming off just a frustrating loss last week to O'Brien County, which, they had a chance to win it. But that's the past, and we're in the future now. So maybe the Tigers can capitalize on this. Tyler Ross in shotgun formation with the receiver to the left and 1 to the right for the Tigers. I believe it's Ray Washington in the backfield. Tigers still in that spread offense. They hand the ball off to number 11 of the Tigers. That is Gortinian Moore. He's 5'6", 130 pounds. He is a freshman. Been hearing a lot of good things about this young man. And I want to give a big shout out to my compadre, Mike White, that's not here tonight, taking care of some personal business. I missed my old Mew. He calls me Horse, and I call him Mew. But the Tigers go into that pistol formation. Tyler Ross, quarterback. Moore, your running back. He hands the ball back out to Moore, and Moore got about 3 yards off there. He is quick. He reminds me of Brian Flagg. Brian Flagg, who was running back for the Tigers back in 02, 03, somewhere along in there. That's going to bring up third down for the Tigers. It's going to bring up about third down and about 4.5 yards for the Tigers as the Tigers look to the sideline to get their call. See, number 4 is your running back in the backfield with Tyler. Tyler steps back to pass. He does. He gets the ball out, and the Tigers got about 3 yards off of that. And it's going to bring him up about a foot short of the first down. And I'm going to say, I would think the Tigers would have went on this, but it doesn't look like they're going to. It's going to be a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. I'll be back here with you in Somerville, Tennessee at Fayette Ware High School. 30-second Tennessee at Fayette Ware High School, where the Ripley Tigers are on top of the Fayette Ware Wildcats 7-0. And I believe that was the end of the first quarter, which the clock had ran out. And I thought that was the end of the first quarter, but they played about another 5-6 minutes. And so you're going to see what the Tigers are going to do here. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Looks like they bring in that jumbo package with them big running backs. McKinnis, number 24 of the Tigers, he's a junior. It looks like they're going to be running that jumbo package on 4th down. McKinnis fumbled the ball and then he picked it back up, but he was nowhere near the 1st down mark. So it's going to turn the ball over on down to Fayette Ware. As Fayette Ware will come to the line at the start of the 2nd quarter. Let me tell you who the coaches are for the Ripley Tigers. Justin Cruz, assistant coach is Blake Stiegel, Jordan Gardner, Andre Flowers, and Logan Collins. Manager is Jace Jones. Principal is Stephen Bird, and athletic director is Michael Ferguson. As the Wildcats come back to the line in that wing T, the Tigers playing stingy defense. But the quarterback wants to step back and throw it, but now he took off. And he's going to have the 1st down as he runs around the corner. And he's going to have the 1st down as Fayette Ware goes into the huddle. And the Tigers, with the new coaches and new system put in, the Tigers, I think, have done well this year. We're looking forward to the future of the Tigers. As the Wildcats come to the line, they got a receiver to the right. And Fayette Ware is going to call a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a minute timeout to be back here with you in Somerville in just a minute. Welcome back, Tiger fans, to Somerville, Tennessee at Fayette Ware High School. The Ripley Tigers up 7-0 over Fayette Ware, but Fayette Ware is on the march. They're on the 50-yard line, 45-yard line, excuse me. As they go into the wing T, quarterback under center, they hand the ball off, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to get about 3 yards on that play. Tigers done a good job staying home. As the Wildcats are not a bad team. I think their record's 2-3 and ours is 1-4. But we are a work in progress, and so it's going to take a little time to get these young Tigers in position. They've been playing ball well, best I've seen them play, but we just come up a little short on winning some games. As Fayette Ware comes to the line, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 as they go into that wing T. As the quarterback hands the ball off, and the running back goes up the gut. He's going to get about 6 yards on that play. Let's see who that is for the Wildcats. I can't see his number from here. But anyway, the Wildcats, first time I've seen, well, it's a flag on the play. It's going to be a 5 yards penalty on Fayette Ware. I believe it was holding as they move the ball back. It's going to be 2nd down and about 12 for the Wildcats. Wildcats come to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They go into that Wildcat formation. The wing T. And he's going to be hit, but he's going to jump over him. But he's going to get about 5 yards of that. But there was a Tiger there, number 24 of the Tigers, that stopped him, and that is McKinnis. He's a linebacker and tight end. He's a junior for the Tigers. And it's going to be, I believe it's going to be 3rd down and 4. The Tigers need to hold them here. I can't tell you how much time is left in this first half, in 2nd quarter, because I just don't know. The clock's not running. The Wildcats quarterback in shotgun formation, 3 to the right receiver, 1 to the left. And the quarterback is going to take off, but he is going to be run down by a host of Tigers. And he is going to be slammed onto the ground by just a host of Tigers. good job by the Tigers. That's going to bring up fourth down, but it's going to be he's going to lose about 6 or 7 yards on that play. So it brings up fourth down and 10. So the Wildcats will be punting to the Tigers. Right now, we don't have anybody back. So we don't know if the Wildcats going to try to pull something funny and pull it down or what. But a kick by the Wildcats is going to put the ball for the Tigers on about the 29.5-yard line. And that's where the Ripley Tigers are going to take over on first down as they getting ready to take over. The Tigers need to put together a good drive here and score on Fayette Ware. I want to give a shout out to Steve Vickery and Kyle and all the boys upstairs that's doing the streaming for these games. Tigers come to the line. They look at their wristband. Ray Washington in the backfield. Tyler Ross, quarterback. We got 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Now he moves Ray Washington over to his left as he hands the ball off. The ball is high, and Tyler's throwing it long downfield, and it's going to be just way over the head. Number 15 of the Tigers. Let's see who that was. Cody Stanley. He is 5'11", 180, a wide receiver and defensive back, and he's a sophomore. Coach Justin is playing a lot of these sophomores and juniors, getting these young Tigers. The Tigers go into a no huddle, but now they're showing it's 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this second period, but that can't be right. Well, it just gives us longer to play, I guess. But Tyler Ross in shotgun formation, he heads the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray Washington goes right up the gut. And he's going to be short he may have the first down. If he don't, it's going to be close. The ball is going to be placed, on the 29-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 1 for the Tigers. The Tigers look to the sideline. They get their play. They look at the wristband. Tyler Ross, shotgun formation. Tyler Ross is going to run the ball, and he does. And Tyler gets the first down, and he's still going. And it takes a host of Fayette Ware defensive players to get him down. Tyler got about, he got about 11 yards on that play. Big first down for the Tigers. They wasn't expecting Tyler to run. Look like we got a player hurt for the Tigers, number 68. That's going to be Eric Huddleston. He's a junior. He's a big one, too. He's 260, 6'2". You probably can hear the personal foul by Fayette Ware. So that's going to tack on 15 more yards for the Tigers, which is going to put them on about the 36-yard line of Fayette Ware, which it was no reason for that. I was talking to one of the security guards before the game, real nice man. I don't know his name, but he said that Fayette Ware wasn't very disciplined, and that showed there. Let's see. There's going to be another false start on the Tigers, and they're going to move the ball back 5 yards. At the Tigers, certainly we don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot with these penalties. Still going to be first down, but it looks like it's showing first down about 15, and that's what it is. 5-yard penalty for which there's no play clock. All we got is the score at the scoreboard, but we don't have no game clock. It's Tyler Ross, shotgun formation. He's going to throw the ball. No, Tyler's going to run. He's going to get around to the corner. He's going to get about 3 of them yards back before he's pushed down out of bounds. Good run by Tyler Ross. The Tigers still up 7-0 over Fayette Ware. Fayette Ware, they got a little stingy on defense. Second down and 12 for the Tigers. The Tigers send 2 receivers to the right, two to the left. Ray Washington running back in backfield. Tyler Ross quarterback. If Tyler Ross is going to step back and pass, no, he's going to take off and run, but he's going to be sacked in the backfield. One of the Ripley Tiger linemen got out of position. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 now for the Tigers. As number 11, that freshman running back for the Tigers, comes back into the game. This young man, he is fantastic as a freshman. We got a lot of fantastic freshmen that are playing. The Tigers look to the sideline to get the play, and they look at their wristband. The offensive line comes to the line. Receiver to the left, one to the right. Tyler Ross, quarterback. They're in the pistol formation. As they hand the ball off to number 11. Number 11, he cuts it upfield, but he's going to be stopped short. So that's going to bring out the punting team for the Tigers. Tigers come out hot. They score within the first couple of minutes of the game. Tyler Ross is going to be kicking the ball. This is where they do that trick play to where if Tyler has the option, if he sees a receiver open, he can throw the ball. With 7:25 to go in this first half. Tyler Ross stops and pops as Fayette Ware, one of the players just ran right by the number 3 for the Tigers, just ran right by and just let one of the running backs for the Fayette Ware just take off. But the ball is going to be placed on about the 9-yard line for Fayette Ware with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this first half. Which is score 7-0 Ripley Tigers. The Wildcats come out in that, they're playing a wing tee is what they're playing. They're not having much success, only step around the corner a little bit on the Ripley Tigers. But the Tigers have been doing a good job holding Fayette Ware scoreless. The Wildcats come to the line. They're in that wing tee. Running back for Fayette Ware is going to be number 30. He's going to get he's going to get a first down. At number 10, he is Kyle Scott, a sophomore. He's a wide receiver and defensive back. At that time, they used him as a running back. And it's first down for the Wildcats. They're going to come to the line with 7 minutes to go in the game. And the first half. The Wildcats go back into that wing tee offense. The quarterback rolls to his left. And they got a man open. He's running. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by the Ripley Tigers, and he's going to get about 20 yards on that play. As he's going to have another first down. The Wildcats doing a good job of subbing people in and out. The ball is on about the 30-yard line. As the Wildcats come to the line, they send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're still in that wing tee. As they send a man in motion, they give it to the man in motion. And he just cuts number 5 up the field. And he's going to be stopped on about the 25-yard line. That was Chris Key, the senior. No, excuse me, that was Tiberius White, senior. It's going to be a first down for the Wildcats. As the Wildcats come to the line. The Wildcats going to the wing tee, and the quarterback is going to roll to his left. He wants to run the ball, but he's going to lose some yards. Well, he's going to be back at the line of scrimmage, as there was about 3 or 4 Tigers that were just on his trail. That's number 47 for the Tigers. I was Kanate Hall. He's 5'8", 277, and he's a junior. As the Wildcats, it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. The Tigers need to build a wall to keep their position and don't get suckered in. As the Wildcats come to the line, they're in wing tee, 2 men, wide receivers to the left. As they send a man in motion, he's going to step back and throw. And he caught that ball right over the middle. And it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown by the Wildcats. He caught the ball, and they pushed him in at about 15 yards. Made the score 7-6. The referees didn't blow the whistle. It looked to me like he was down by contact. But they had looks like the Wildcats are going to go for a field goal. Number 14 of the Wildcats is Stephen Whitmore. He's a sophomore. And the Wildcats call a timeout. And we're going to keep it right here. We'll go over the sponsors for the Ripley Tigers. It's the Banker Ripley, Thornton Furniture, Farm Bureau, Bayard Chevrolet, Croner Furniture, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Canal Body Shop, Mills Food Plaza, Norman Hendren Construction, Domino's Pizza sponsored the Coach's Corner, Great American Sports of Jackson, which closed most of our athletes. So your local representative, which would be my friend, my muse, Mike White. And so the field goal was not good. And so the Tigers are still ahead, 7-6. With 5:29 to go in this game. And the Wildcats getting ready to kick this ball off. I can't see who our running backs are. Number 4 for the Tigers. I can see him on this side. But the Tigers takes the ball. And he has got a big run. And that is going to be number 11. That's going to be that freshman that caught that ball, and he ran it about 40 yards. That's at Corterion Moore, 150. Running back, freshman. Man, what a run he did have, too. The Tigers are going to take over the ball in Fayette Ware territory on about the 46-yard line, or 47-yard line. The Tigers send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And they hand the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray tries to cut the corner, but no doing there. Tigers need a big score here. As the Tigers look to the sideline for the play, look like he's going to lose about 2 yards on that play. Tyler Ross, low snap, gets the ball out to number 1. I believe that's Ray Washington. No, excuse me, that's number 7. That is DeQuance Fuqua Bay. He's a senior. And that's going to be let's see. It's a flag on the play, so they're going to bring the ball back. It's going to be on the Tigers. Tigers don't need to shoot themselves in the foot. It's going to be a holding call on the Tigers. It's 5 yard. Well, they're going to mark it off. It's going to be 1st down and 19 for the Tigers. So Once again, penalties killing the Tigers. They got a 1-point lead. Receiver to the left, one to the right. The Tigers going to a pistol formation. Low snap. Tyler takes off and he runs, but he's not going to get about 3 yards. If he got that. He's going to bring up second down. Excuse me, he's going to bring up third down. As there's a timeout on the field, and with that, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. I'll be back here with you at Somerville, Tennessee, with the Tigers up 7-6 over the Wildcats. Crazy Hoss Henson coming to you from Somerville, Tennessee, where the Ripley Tigers are taking on the Fayette Ware Wildcats. The Tigers up 7-6 with about 4:27 to go in this first half. With the Tigers are third down and 19 yards to go for the first down. And what an awful play. They tried to do a double switch on a handoff, and they turned the ball over. The Tigers are playing not too well right now. They come out hot, but they're shooting themselves in the foot. So let's going to turn the ball over to the Wildcats. With 4:16 to go in this first half. The Wildcats are going to have the ball in the Tiger territory on about the 38-yard line. And the Wildcats get the play sent in. The Wildcats come to the line. Three receivers to the right. Quarterback under center. Well, the Wildcats wants to throw it, but he's getting chased out. He got a big block. Number 55 for the Wildcats got a big block on the Tigers. And number 55 for the Wildcats was Jaheim Boyd. He's a sophomore, which he's going to get about 8 yards, or 6 yards, on that carry. We're second down and 4. As they come to the line, still in that, where they go to a shotgun with 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left, spreading out that Tiger defense. He's going to stop. He's going to pop. But he hit number 1 of the Wildcats, and he got past about 5 Tigers, and just pitiful blocking on the Ripley Tigers, because he ran by about 7 or 8 Tigers and got the first down. The Wildcats are threatening to score on the Ripley Tigers. The ball is going to be on about the 10-yard line. As the Ripley Tigers call a timeout, and with that, we're going to take a minute timeout. I'll be back here with you in Somerville, Tennessee. Welcome back, Tiger fans, as the Ripley Tigers are going to allow the Wildcats to score. Well, excuse me, he's going to be stopped on about the 1-yard line as the Tigers turn the ball over. The Wildcats take a timeout, but we're going to keep it right here. We're going to tell you who the sponsors are for the Ripley Tigers. They are Banker Ripley, Thornton Furniture, Farm Bureau, Bayard Chevrolet, Crown and Furniture, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber, Canal Body Shop, Mills Food Plaza, Norma Hendren, Construction, Domino's Pizza sponsors the Coaches Corner, Great American Sport of Jackson, which closed most of our athletes, Series See, your local representative would be my compadre, Mike White. See him for all of your sports needs. Bank of Ripley sponsors $10 for every first down the Tigers gets, and the Bank of Ripley sponsors $25 touchdown for every touchdown the Tigers get. So the Wildcats come to the line on the 1 yard line, threatening the Ripley Tiger defense. And the Wildcats go in motion. And he's going to be stopped by the Ripley Tigers. He's going to lose about 4 yards on that play. He's not going to let the Tigers get stingy on that. They wasn't going to let him in. Brings up 3rd down and 1. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be 3rd down and about 4. Quarterback under center. He rolls out to his left. And he's just going to walk in. And there he goes. He's going to put the Wildcats up with 3:09 to go in this first half. Scored 12-7. And just like that, on the count of mistakes by the young Ripley Tiger team, as the Wildcats getting ready to kick the ball for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. The score's going to be 13-7. With the Wildcats will be kicking off to the Ripley Tigers. Tigers come out on fire, but they done cooled off. A good disciplined team will capitalize on another team's mistakes. And that's what the Fayette Ware Wildcats have done. And that's why they got the lead 13-7. But we still got another half to play. As the Wildcats getting ready to kick this ball off to the Tigers. And backfield is number 9 for the Tigers gets the ball up close. Now the Tigers has got great field position. They've had great field position all night. And we should be up at least 21-13. But the young Tigers keep making young mistakes. And that's going to happen. We've had several low snaps. That can happen. So the Tigers going to take over the ball on the 45-yard line. But the penalties has really hurt the Tigers tonight. It's Ray Washington is going to be the running back in the backfield. One receiver to the left, one to the right. As Tyler Robertson shotgun formation. Another low snap. And Tyler Robertson's looking to throw it to somebody. But he just takes off. He got a big hit, but Tyler Ross keeps on running. He keeps running. That's the effort. But it's going to be a flag on the field. It's going to be holding by the Tigers. I'm telling you, the penalties is what's killed the Tigers in every ball game that they've been in. It looks like it may be another penalty. It looks like it may be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Fayette Ware. 2:14 to go in this game. Well, it's actually 3 flags on the play. One for holding for the Tigers. Let's see what these other 2 are going to be. Holding by Ripley Tigers. Personal foul by the Ripley Tigers. Personal foul by Fayette Ware. Those penalties offset. So I don't know where the ball is going to be placed. And I guess that's going to be the end of the first half. And I see the Wildcats going into the locker room. And so with the score 13-7, we'll be back here with you for the second half in about 20 minutes. Start this second half with the Fayette Ware Wildcats up on the Ripley Tigers 13-7. The Tigers had a lot of penalties in that first half, and the Tigers getting ready to kick off the Fayette Ware. As maybe the Tigers can pull a rabbit out of their hat and win this ball game tonight. Maybe the coaches has come in and made some second half adjustments. And as I'm sitting here in the press box by myself on the visitor side, and it is hot, hot, hot on this fall night. And the Tigers did another little, I call it a little pooch kick. And Fayette Ware just fell on the ball, but the Fayette Ware is going to take the ball on about the, just like about the 25-yard line. Once again, I want to give a big shout out to my old partner, Mr. Mike White. Usually sitting here doing all the talking. I'm just adding in every now and then, but say hi to Mike. And the Tigers getting ready to start this second half as they come out on defense as the Wildcats come back. It looks like they're going back into that wing T again. The quarterback going up under center. Let's see what kind of adjustments on defense the Tigers made this time. As they get a big stop in the backfield, that's a good start for the Tigers. It's probably 85 degrees outside. I'm sitting here in this sweat box, about 100, and I'm going to tell you it's at least 100 degrees. I ain't got no air at all, but I'm going to bring the play-by-play to you as best I can. As the Wildcats going to lose some yardage on that play. They're going to lose about 3 yards. As the Wildcats bring into play. Center comes out. The Wildcats going to have 3 receivers to the right. Looks like 1 to the left. Quarterback goes up on the shotgun. There's going to be a penalty. There's going to be false start on the Wildcats, so that's going to back them up 5 more yards. Going to bring up second down and 18, which is a good sign for the Ripley Tigers because the first half we was getting all the penalties and the Wildcats was getting none. As number 3 of the Wildcats bring the ball in, that's Alfred Henderson. He's a senior. As number 30 runs off for the Wildcats. Number 7 for the Wildcats come in. Burns. They have 1 receiver to the right. They're in the wing T. The Wildcats are to send a man in motion. They try to send it up the middle, but the Tigers are right there. And he's going to get maybe 3 yards out of that. It's going to bring up third down and about, well, it said 18, but that ain't right. But it may be. I'm sure the Wildcats are going to send receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, excuse me, they're going to send 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left to spread out this defense. Quarterback goes back in shotgun formation for the Wildcats. He steps back. He wants to pass. He wants to run. And he is going to be tackled on about, he got a lot of those yards back. Be about 4th down and about 2. And I'm going to tell you the Wildcats are probably going to go for it here on 4th down, and they are. As the Wildcats send a man in motion, but the Wildcats are going to have to call a timeout. And they do, but we're going to keep it right here. I'm going to go over again see if I can find the cheerleaders for the Ripley Tigers, because I'm standing all the way across the field from them. And I want to give a big shout out to Cody back at the radio station that's running play-by-play tonight for the Ripley Tigers. And see. Cheerleaders are Captain Emma Simpson, co-captain Alyssa Spencer, Lily Carmack, Bailey Conister, Cameron Conrad, Naisha Gingery, Lindsay Hendren, Cara Holmes, Rachel Jackson, Taylor Land, Delaney Mann, Shelby Odom, Taylor Walding, Reagan White, Hannah Carroll, Ashlyn Gray, Lexi Greer, Maddie Hendricks, Kaylee McAllister, and Amber Murphy. That is our cheerleaders. If the Wildcats are going for it on 4th down and 2, oh, no, excuse me, they're going to punt the ball. No, they do a trick one, and he is going to be short of the 1st down, I believe. It's going to be close. Let's see. They're going to call a timeout. Referee is, and they're going to measure the ball. Looks from here, from what I can see, that he's a little short, but he may have it by just the nose of the football. And once again, let me go with the sponsors for tonight's ball game. Is Banker Ripley, Thornton Furniture, Farm Bureau, Bayard Chevrolet, Crowner Furniture, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Canal Body Shop, Mills Food Plaza, Norman Hendren Construction, Domino's Pizza that sponsors the Coach's Corner, Great American Sport of Jackson, which closed almost all of our kids, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Wildcats. Just it's just about a foot. 9:21 to go in this 3rd quarter. Tigers down 7-13. And so that gave the Wildcats some breathing room, which I thought it was short, but nevertheless, the referee said he got it by a foot. And Wildcats come to the line. And the court, they stay in that wing T with 2 receivers to the right. 2 receivers to the left. As the quarterback goes up under center, they send a man in motion. He pitches it off to number 21, and he's got all kinds of running room. And he's going to get about 9 yards on that play. Looking to see if there's any flags, and doesn't seem to be any. Yes, there is a flag far across the far side of the field, which is going to be holding on the Wildcats. So that's going to move the ball back to the being 2nd down and 2nd. That's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 1st down and about 20. So that's going to bring the Wildcats to the line. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in shotgun formation with 2 running backs, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to step back and pass. It's a little shuttle pass, and he's going to be tackled immediately. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. No, he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage because the line of scrimmage was 10 yards away from him. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 20. I don't have any score updates, but 2nd down and 17 coming. As the Wildcats come to the line, they're in shotgun formation. And the snap's high, but the quarterback wants to step back and throw it, and he does. And it is broken up by Wade Washington. Number 1, the guy that he was defending, has got about 1.5 feet on Ray. And so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 17 for the Wildcats. Tigers doing a good job on defense. They're down 6, 13-7 to the Wildcats. Wildcats come back to the line. They send a receiver to the right, one to the left. Quarterback goes back in shotgun formation. Excuse me, he goes up under center. They send a man in motion. They try to do a trick play. They try to do not a reverse, but a trick play. And that's going to send the punting unit out for the Wildcats, which makes it fourth down and 17. The Tigers has got to put together a successful drive. We got the talent, we got the ability. We just need to put it together and just play it and come out of this ball game with a win. The Tigers are ready for anything, but the referee stops play. The flag on the field. It's going to be against the Wildcats. I believe there's too many men on field, is what it is. And it is. They send a man out, which is number 76 of the Wildcats. That was Trey Fredway. He's a sophomore. As it makes it, the Wildcats getting ready to punt this ball. Got a man back. I can't tell who it is from the side. It's a high punt, but it ain't going nowhere. But it's fair catch by the Tigers. That was number 3 that caught that ball for the Tigers. That is Cedric Mabin. He's a junior. As the Tigers would take over on their own, let's see, about 44-yard line. The Tigers need to put a successful drive together on this play. This is the first time they've had the ball in this third quarter. The Tigers send 2 receivers to the right. Excuse me, two to the left, 1 to the right. Tyler in shotgun formation. They hand the ball off right up the middle. He's going to get about 4 yards. That's going to be Ray Washington. That's going to be number 4 for the Tigers. That's Tyler Miller. He's a senior for the Tigers. The Tigers look to the sideline. They get to play. They look at the wristband. If they keep number 4 in, giving Ray a break because he's playing both sides of the ball. If they send a man in motion, the Tigers do. And it's going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Tigers. So that's going to back him up. The penalty has really, really killed the Tigers tonight. Well, it's killed them all season so far. The ball's going to be placed on the 44-yard line. It's going to make up 2nd down and 12 now for the Tigers. And Tyler steps back to pass. He's going to be brought down by the by number 18 but number 18 of the Wildcats for the Fayette Ware. So that's going to bring the ball back. He loses yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and 17. And I'm just telling you, the Tigers are not playing good ball at all. It's Tyler back in shotgun formation. He's getting ready to pass. He steps back, and he throws it. The ball is caught. It's 1st down, and he's still on his feet. But that's going to be a 1st down. Great pass by Tyler. That's going to be a 1st down. That's going to be a $10 by the Banker Ripley 1st down for the Ripley Tigers. And I don't know who caught that ball for the Tigers. It might have been Maven, because Maven has been doing some good work on the wide receiver. But the Tigers look to the right to get the play in from the coach. Ray Washington in the backfield for the Tigers. The Tigers send the man, two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. And they hand the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray Washington just runs just right up the middle. He's still running. And he's going to be in for the touchdown, and it is a Tiger touchdown. And so the Tigers are going to tie this ball game. Excuse me. If they tied it, they have a chance to take a 1-point lead over the Fayette Ware Wildcats. With 5:03 to go in this game, I was thinking third period, I think it is. I mean, their clock hasn't been right all week. So Caleb Hawkins has come to the line to kick the football. For the extra point, he does it up, and it's good. So the score is going to be 14-13, Ripley Tigers. So the Tigers come out that time when it looked like that they were down and out. They put a little drive together and score a great pass by Tyler Ross. The Tigers, they're young, but they have a lot of problems with penalties. And that's something that you work on in the off season, during spring practice and during the whole summer workout, you know. But hey, we got the lead, and maybe we can keep the lead. The Tigers are getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats. 5:03 to go in this third period, 14-13. As Caleb getting ready to kick the ball off. I like to see him kick it deep and put them on about the 20-yard line. And just pin them back. The Tigers need this win badly to be a momentum builder. And so they need a win. Just Caleb getting ready to kick the ball off. Looks like it's going to be another pooch kick. Well, no, he kicked it right down the middle. And the ball goes over number 5's head of the Wildcats as number 5 is running the sideline. He's going to be stopped on about the 43-yard line. Once again, a great block by one of the Wildcats, but poor blocking by the Ripley Tigers. And I'll say this, I'm going to go on the line and say this is not the best team that Ripley has played. Matter of fact, I think the Wildcats are the worst team that they played. And sometimes you'll play up or play down to your competition. Doesn't matter what the score is. I mean what their record is. Anybody can get beat on any given night. And that was a big block in the back by Fayette Ware on one of the Ripley players that is down. Coach Justin Cruz comes out to see how he is. And the referee, and Justin said something to that referee when he come out, said something to him. Well, I can't tell you which player it is. I think it's going to be, I want to say number 3 for the Tigers. I hope it's not. So, all the Tigers and the Wildcats are down on their knees in honor and respect of the Ripley Tiger that's down. I mean, he got nailed. He got blocked in the back big time. He gets up. It looks like he's going to walk off on his own power. He's favoring his, looks like his right leg. I can't tell who that young man is for the Ripley Tigers. As the ball is going to be placed on the 47-yard line of the Fayette Ware Wildcats. And they get one, I can't tell who one of the players is for Ripley. I can't see his number. The Wildcats come to the line. Tigers still in that 4-3 defense. And the Wildcats go back into the wing T. Quarterback goes up under center for the Wildcats. He's running to his left. And he does the option and hands it off to one of his running backs. But that quarterback got hammered by one of the Ripley players. Look, I think it was a flag on the field. Holding Wildcats. And this going to bring the ball back. Instead of being 2nd down and 2. Man, that was a long walk-off for a holding play. That makes it 1st down and 20. As the Wildcats, I'm sure, are going to go back in shotgun formation. They're going to have 2 receivers to the right. Does. The whole offensive line moved that time. The quarterback threw it about 20 foot over the receiver's head for the Wildcats. He threw it to Tye Watkins, who's a senior. Number 4, Chris Key, the quarterback, he's a senior. And threw it a little high, which is going to bring up 2nd down and 20. As they've come to the line, the Wildcats, dude, they're back in that wing T. They send a man in motion, and they give it to number 5, and he's just going to fall down. Number 4 was all over him, and I don't think he's going to gain anything. Number 4 for the Tigers was Tyrell Miller. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 20 for the Wildcats. As they we'll give a big shout out to Cody back at the station. We missed about the first half of the ball game on the radio, but nevertheless we got this thing rolling. The Wildcats going to send 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left, and the quarterback is going back in shotgun formation. The Tigers spread out their defense, but the quarterback wants to run, and he's running, but he's going to be stopped. He's going to be about 18 yards short of the 1st down, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 22 for the Wildcats, which they're going to punt. Ripley sends a running back, number 13 of the Tigers is DeAndre Burnett. He's a senior. Got 1 man back. Good end-over-end punt. Burnett calls a fair catch. So the Tigers is going to take over the ball on about the 32-yard line of their end of the field. And the Tigers need to put together another good drive and score with 2:45 to go in the 3rd period. As the Tigers come to the line, receiver to the right, 1 to the left. They hand the ball off to Ray Washington. Ray just runs right up the middle, and he keeps running. He's going to score. I believe he's going to go all the way, and he's going to be stopped on about the 5-yard line of Fayette Ware. What a great run by Ray Washington, as he just takes that ball just right up the gut of Fayette Ware. And he had 1 man to beat, and he almost beat him. And I didn't see no flags on the field that time, as Ripley just ran just right up the middle Tigers come to the line. Tyler Ross hands the ball off to number 11, Moore, freshman. And let's see. He's going to be stopped short on about the 1 yard line. But we got some players down. Number 5 for Fayette Ware. No, excuse me, number 8 for Fayette Ware. The Tigers on the 1 yard line. Got more of the freshmen in the backfield. Tigers need a big score here on this drive. With 12:07 to go in the third quarter. Tyler Ross hands the ball off to Moore, and Moore is in the end zone for pay dirt. And the Tigers score. A good run by the Tigers. Good drive put by the Tigers. As they're going to send in Hawkins to kick the PAT. Caleb is just a sophomore. His daddy was a kicker at Auburn, Matthew Hawkins. It's going to be offsides, but the ball's up and good, but they're going to wave the ball off because it's offsides on Fayette Ware, offsides. And so that's going to move the ball up just a little bit, probably about a yard. That big line for the Tigers has been wearing down Fayette Ware. Give a shout out to my main, Steve Vickery upstairs, who does live streaming for all the Ripley Tigers football games, home or away. So look online to see what time you can watch these Tigers. With 1:58 to go in the third quarter, they're going to redo the kick. As next week, the Ripley Tigers will be traveling to Haywood County to take on the powerhouse Tomcats. My old friend, my old Mew friend, Mike White will be back next week, calling play-by-play. I won't get to be with him. Of course, y'all know I'm a pastor and my family sings gospel music, and we're having to do a benefit next Friday night for a young lady in Ripley that has cancer. And so that's where I'll be. But tune in to WTRB 1570 AM or 104.9 FM for the Tiger broadcast. Well, let's see what they're doing. Well, they're bringing Tyler Ross back out. They may be going for 2. I don't understand that. But I'm not the coach. So the Tigers are going to be going for 2. And you can probably hear the band. Well, it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the Tigers. So they're going to bring the punting team back out. Excuse me. They're going to bring the punting team back out. I guess I don't know what went on, or I don't know why they got the delay. I guess it's to back the ball up to give Caleb enough room to kick that ball, to keep one of the Wildcats from jumping in and getting it. It's going to be offsides again by the Wildcats. As I can't see his number. But anyway, it's going to move the ball up 5 yards. And that's going to send the offense back out to go for 2. Going to have Tyler quarterback, Ray in the backfield. Number 14 for the Tigers, wide receiver. I can't see the far side of the field. I believe that's maybe number 3. So the Tigers are going for 2. To hand the ball off to Ray. And he's in for a 2-point conversion. And the score is 22-13 with 1:58 to go in this third period for the Wildcats and the Tigers. I don't know what Justin told them boys at halftime, but I'm guaranteed he told them something. So the Tigers will be getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats. Was talking to one of the guys earlier before the game started, he said that there's only 4 teams in their district, so no matter what the record is or the district record is, the Fayette Ware Wildcats will make the district playoffs. So if they go 0-10, they're in the playoffs, which I don't think is right. You don't earn it, you shouldn't get it. But nevertheless, the Tigers are in a much tougher region as they are, as we're in with Haywood, Crockett County, Dyersburg, Obion County, and so it makes a difference when you. Crockett County, I noticed this week, has been ranked to number 2 in the state. Haywood, the one that the Tigers played this week, they've been ranked number 4 in the state. But so that lets you know, folks, that we got a tough district. As Caleb's getting ready to kick the ball off, and he does a little pooch kick, and Fayette Ware gets the ball, and they're going to have the ball on about the 45-yard line. And the Tigers are up 22-13 over Fayette Ware. The Tigers had that big line. They got a big offensive line. They have a big defensive line. But we're young, and, you just have to take your time with these kids, with no matter what team they're on. And so the Tigers stay in the same defense, 4-3 defense. And the Wildcats stay in the wing tee. They hand the ball up to the man right up the middle. And he's going to get a first down. Well, excuse me. I think there was a fumble on the play. No, they didn't. I thought it was a fumble on the play by the way the players for Ripley was active, but that's a first down for the Wildcats, as he just ran it right up the gut on the Ripley Tiger defense. With 1:32 to go in this third quarter. As the Wildcats send 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Quarterback sends a man in motion, and man runs it right up the gut, but he's going to be hit by a host of Tigers. He's going to get about 5 yards. But the Ripley Tiger got the ball. But they're going to call him down. That was McKinney, number 24 of the Tigers, that got that ball. But it is a turnover by the Wildcats. That's the 3rd or 4th fumble of this game that they've had. So the Tigers are going to take the ball back over. Y'all can hear that bass drum playing. It's really loud. So the Tigers are going to take the ball over on about the 42-yard line of their end of the field. As the Tigers send 1 man to the left, 1 man to the right to be wide receivers. They hand the ball off to number 11, Moore. Moore just takes off and runs. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be, next year's team is going to be something special to watch. This number 11 freshman, he is absolutely one of the best running backs I have seen this year, folks. I'm telling you, he is one of the best. That young man can run. That's another first down for Banker Ripley. $10 first down for the Ripley Tigers. As they keep Moore in backfield. And they hand the ball off to him. And he runs just right up the gut on Fayette Ware. And that's he didn't get the first down. He's going to be about 2 yards short. As the Ripley Tigers have come out in this third, with 20 seconds to go in this third period, and they have picked up some momentum. But they don't need to start late like that in games, because it doesn't ball games. As the Tigers come to the line, they hand the ball back out to Moore, and it's going to be a flag on the play. Moore had the first down, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And they're going to bring the ball back. It's going to be holding on the Tigers. And that's going to be, well, it brings it back. Well, they're going to lose instead of being second down and 2, it's going to bring it second down at about 11. And with that being the end of the third quarter, the score is 22 Ripley Tigers to Fayette Ware Wildcats 13. And we'll be back here with you in 30 seconds. Fayette Ware in Somerville, Tennessee, where the Ripley Tigers are taking on the Fayette Ware Wildcats. The Tigers just got a holding penalty in their second down and 12. And so the Tigers get another penalty. And I'm new at doing this with this mic that Steve has set up. Sometimes I may leave it on. You may hear me say something. If you do, just pray for me. Just pray for me. But anyway, the referee go to the sideline to talk to Fayette Ware, but he's getting ready to blow the whistle to start the clock. As Moore stays in the backfield, I believe that is, for the Ripley Tigers. Another low. Tyler Ross takes off running. He's grabbed from the back. He's going to be brought down by number 18 of Fayette Ware. I believe he's going to lose some yards on that one. Going to bring up third down and 15. The Tigers look at the wristband. Tyler Ross in shotgun formation. He sends Moore to the right. He hands the ball off to Moore. Moore takes off, and he's going to be stopped short in the backfield. He's going to bring up fourth down and 15. I would like to see the Tigers go right here and do that fake punt that they do when they throw the ball over the middle for the Ripley Tigers. And that would be a good play right here to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers send the 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. But I would look for Tyler to kick this ball. And he does. He kicks it away. And it's going to roll to about the 10-yard line of Fayette Ware. As the Tigers doing a good job in the second half, we can hold it for 10 minutes and a half. The Tigers going to walk out of here with a win. And so that's exactly what we need to do, is walk out of here with a win to give these young men a boost before going in and playing Haywood. This game tonight don't mean anything unless if you lose. But the Tigers on top, 22-13. Fayette Ware is not a bad team, but we should be up 3 or 4 scores on them. But anyway, like I say, sometimes you play up or you play down to your competition. As Fayette Ware goes to that wing tee, the quarterback rolls to his right, to his left. He's being chased. He's going to be ran out of bounds. He's going to gain probably about 3 or 4 yards. As the Tigers has gotten about 10-1 penalties compared to the Wildcats. But anyway, no matter what it is, you still have got to play the ball game. So you got to go out there and you got to play your game, and you got to stick to your game plan. And you, no matter what the referee, what they're doing, you just got to play ball. As the Wildcats come to the line in that wing tee, they hand the ball off, and he's going to get a first down. The running back, I believe that's number 30 of the Wildcats. Let's see who that is. He did get the first down. I believe he's a sophomore. Dwayne Hobson. No, he's a senior running back for the Wildcats. And time running down. The Tigers need to take advantage. And they've got 3 or 4 fumbles on the Wildcats. The quarterback for the Wildcats, he does the option, but the ball, the Tigers, it's going to roll out of bounds. And the quarterback for the Wildcats tried to do a shuttle pass, but the ball went behind him, and he missed it. And so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 10. Well, it says 2nd down and 9. Excuse me. The Wildcats bring the play in from the side. The Wildcats come to the line. They're going to send a receiver to the left. They're going to send one to the right. Quarterback goes up under center. They stay in the wing tee. They send a man in motion. And the Tigers do a good job of staying home. I don't think he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. On this fall night tonight here in Somerville, Tennessee. And the Tigers are up 22-13 over the Wildcats. The Wildcats have made some mistakes on fumbling the ball. The Tigers have made mistakes with misdirection plays and penalties. The Wildcats send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, the quarterback in shotgun formation. As he goes back to watch him, because he likes to run, and there he goes. And they're just going to let him run and get the 1st down. Once again, poor tackling by the Tigers on defense as they allow the quarterback to run right by them. I don't know if they understand the method of tackling, but you got to wrap up. Arm tackling ain't going to get it. You have to wrap them up to bring them down. But nonetheless, the Wildcats gets a 1st down. They come to the line. They got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, quarterback under center. They go back into the wing tee. They send a man in motion. They do a shuttle pass. They do a good job of getting out to the side. And it's going to be a 1st down by the Wildcats. And the Wildcats is getting momentum. 8:44 to go in the game. 1st and 10 on the 44. As the Wildcats send the receiver to the left. They go into an I formation this time. Quarterback under center. Quarterback rolling to his right, wanting to pass, and he almost intercepted by number 13 of the Tigers, which was DeAndre Burnett. And it was meant for Hopkins, but the ball was thrown over his head. I don't know who's running the clock. I don't know who's running the clock tonight, but it hadn't been right all night. They still showing at 4th down and 10 as the Tigers stay in that 4-3 defense. The Wildcats come to the line. I couldn't tell you what down it is. They're still showing 4th down and 10. But I believe it's going to be 2nd down and 10. The Wildcat send a man in motion. He actually had 2 men moving. You can't have 2 men moving at the same time. But they did. They had number 30, and I believe that was number 5 that was moving at the same time. And that should have been a flag. Nevertheless, the clock should be running, but they got the clock stopped. Illegal shift is what they call on Fayette Ware, and I thought it was because you cannot have 2 men moving at the same time. Gonna bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats. The ball is on the 42-yard line. quarterback goes in shotgun formation. He's looking for a receiver, and he dropped it. I mean, it was right there, and he just dropped it. He was more worried about catching the ball and running than he was about catching the ball. So that's going to bring up 4th down 11. It's going to put the Wildcats in a punting situation. Eight minutes and 19 seconds to go in the game. They're calling it an incomplete pass. He did not catch the ball. The ball hit the ground. And so the Wildcats will punt to the Tigers. And I would really love to see these Tigers put a couple more scores on the board before we leave tonight. The Tigers have not come out and played their best game. And the Tigers are going to take the ball over on downs. And the Tigers had a good opportunity to punt, to get that ball and run the ball, because the defense for the Wildcats, they wasn't even set. So the Wildcats call a timeout. With that, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. I'll be back here with you in Somerville as the Tigers lead 22-13 over the Wildcats. Trey said, Crazy Horse Henson, coming to you from Somerville, Tennessee at Fayette Ware High School. As the Tigers have just turned the ball over on downs to the Wildcats have turned the ball over on down to the Tigers, and they hand the ball off to Ray Washington, and Ray Washington just goes just right up the middle. Ray's still running, and they grabbed him. I tell you what, these Wildcats are grabbing and scratching and doing everything they can to get these Tigers down. But Ray's going to have he's going to get about 7 yards on that run. And I see number 3 for the Tigers running off, or not run off, I said Maven, he's limping off the field. As Ray goes off the field, they bring in more of the freshman running back. And the Tigers look at their wristband that has the plays on it. And they hand the ball off to Moore. Moore just runs right up the middle. He's going to have a first down. This kid is some kind of running back. I'm telling you, a freshman. Wow. I know who's going to be the workhorse next year. It's going to be him. And I guarantee you, I'd give the ball to him every time. Give the ball to him every time because he's that good. 7:28 to go in the game. The Tigers has the ball. First down. They give the ball back off to Moore. Moore cuts it off to the side. He gets tripped up. But not before he gets about 5 yards. And that's going to be number 7 of the Wildcats. That's going to be Devin Burns. He's senior tight end, defensive back. Tigers need to put together another drive and get another score to push this thing on the way. The Tigers get the call from the side. They look at their wristband. Assistant Coach Blake Stiegel calling the plays. As Moore stays in as running back, Tyler Ross in at quarterback. They hand the ball back off to Moore. Moore takes off. He is quick. He cuts the corner. And he's going to be brought down on about the 30-yard line. What a great, great run by Moore. They're going to send him out. It's going to be a first down. Banker Ripley, first down for the Ripley Tigers. We're going to add $10 more into that pot. As they bring in Ray Washington as running back. Now, Ray's a great running back, too. Ray's got a lot of yards tonight. The Tigers send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ray in the backfield. A low snap. He passes the ball. Great pass and touchdown, Ripley Tigers. Touchdown, Ripley Tigers. Great pass by Tyler Ross. I don't remember the wide receiver who caught that ball. If I was the Tigers, I would just go ahead and go for 2, make it 30-13, put the Tigers up by 17, but they bring out Caleb Hawkins to kick the ball. Maben hold the ball. ball is up. The ball is down. And the ball is good. Scored 29-13. Your Ripley Tigers over the Fayette Ware Wildcats. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout and be back here with you. Here in Somerville, just scored 29-13. Ripley Tigers in the head. Thank you. The Ripley Tigers just scored another touchdown. And a great pass by Tyler Ross. I didn't even see the receiver, but it was a great pass, a great touchdown. Tigers are leading 29-13, just exactly what the Tigers needed. They come out slugging. Well, they come out strong in the first drive, and then they went flat. But the Tigers have put together some good drives with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this game, as they're up on Fayette Ware. As the Tigers are going to call a timeout. Personnel issues. So we're going to keep it right here. And going to go over our sponsors for these ball games. Banker Ripley, Thornton Furniture, Farm Bureau, Bayard Chevrolet in Covington, Kreiner Furniture, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber, Hardware, Canal Body Shop, Mills Food Plaza, Norbert Hendrick Construction, Domino's Pizza that sponsors the Coach's Corner, Great American Sports of Jackson, which closed most of our athletes. See your local representative, and that would be Michael White. And the Banker Ripley sponsors every first down the Tigers get. They give $10, and for every touchdown the Tigers get, they give $25. And so the Tigers are getting ready to kick this ball off. And it's just 6:21 left to go in this game. And Caleb Hawkins getting ready to kick this ball. Checking his men, make sure they're ready, make sure that they're not going to jump off the sides. And he does another little old pooch kick. Number 4, he needs it. Number 4, I believe, is the quarterback for the Wildcats. His name is Chris Key. And I'm going to say Steve Vickers probably going to kill me because every time I look at these papers, I scratch this microphone. So when you hear some scratching, y'all just remember that's Tracy Crazy Horse Henson. All right, the Wildcats are going to bring play in. And number 4, he is the senior quarterback for the Wildcats. And, of course, the Wildcats will make the playoffs because there's only 4 teams in their district, which I don't understand that, but anyway it is. And so Key goes in shotgun formation for the Wildcats. He's looking for a receiver. And, it was right in the hands of number 1, and he just missed it. That was Tye Watkins, a senior. I mean, and it was just right there in his hands, and he is down on his back. Well, he's getting up now, but he's going to have to come out. It looks like he's favoring that left foot, and so he's going to have to come out of the ball game. And like I say, just a great win for these young Tigers. They need this very badly. Like I said, they've been in every ball game and had a chance, I believe, to win every one of them. But just because of penalties and some mistakes, and under a new coach and new offense and all that, you're going to have mistakes. But the quarterback passed the ball right over the middle to number 7. A great pass, a great catch by number 7 of the Wildcats. That's going to be Devin Burns, senior. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 4. Or 3rd down and 4, excuse me. Quarterback in shotgun formation. He steps back. He passes. And he misses a tackle. But he gets tackled, but not until he makes a 1st down. So that's going to move the chains for the Wildcats with 5 minutes and 34 seconds to go in this game. The Tigers up 29-13. The Wildcats in shotgun formation. The quarterback wants to take off and run, but there's going to be a holding penalty on the Wildcats, and so that's going to come back. Holding, Wildcats, just like I said, you can hold, but you have to be within the frame of the player on his chest. If you go out from that, then the ref is going to call holding every time. Well, maybe not everywhere. It all depends on where you're playing. But anyway, it's going to back him up. Wow. It's going to make first down and 20. So the Wildcats will go back in shotgun formation. Key as quarterback. They send a man to the left, one to the left, wide receiver to the left, one to the right. He steps back. He's looking for a man. Oh, it was almost caught by number 7 of the Tigers, Fuqua Bay. He's a senior for the Tigers. Man, I wish we had a lot of these seniors coming back next year, but they got to move on. They got to experience life. And so it's going to bring up second down and 20. The Tigers put a little pressure that time on the quarterback with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Tigers leading 29-13 over the Somerville Fayette Ware Wildcats. And Fayette Ware's got a man lined up off sides. And the ball hits the ground, and the Tigers are running after the quarterback. He's going to get pushed out of bounds by number 7, Fuqua Bay. A 7-yard pickup is going to make it. That's got to be third down and 13. Well, they're calling it second down and 13. And it may be, I could be a down off. No, third down. That's what I thought. Anyway, now the Wildcats are going to a no huddle. You got receiver to the right, one to the left, shotgun formation. Key steps back, and he passed right over the middle, but he was off. The intended receiver was number 21 of the Wildcats. That was Elijah Cox. He's a junior. Fourth down, and I'm sure the Wildcats are going to go for it. With 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this game, well, I think it is, because this clock hasn't been right all night. But nonetheless, they come to the line. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback and three receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback and shotgun formation. Fourth down. They throw the ball, and it's intercepted by the Tigers. I believe that's number 13 of the Tigers, and looks like he's going to go all the way and score, and he does. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another $25 that the First Tennessee Bank is going to have to give the Tigers. Bank of Tennessee, as they scored. That was number 13 of the Tigers that intercepted that ball. That was DeAndre Barnett, 6 foot, 162 senior. Caleb's going to kick the ball for an extra point. It's up, and it's good. Score 36-13. The Ripley Tigers with 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go in this final period. And Tigers come out in the second half. They were down in the first half, 7-13, but that's what makes a good coach and a good team, is that you adjust in the second half when you're down like that. And don't forget, next week, your Tigers will be taking on the Haywood County Tomcats. So be sure and listen to my old buddy, Mike the Mule White, at WTRB 1570 AM, or switch over to 104.9 FM as you listen to it play-by-play. The Tigers getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats. And look like Caleb's going to do another one of them little pooch kicks off to the side. As he's checking them in. Make sure they're ready. Make sure they're not going to jump off sides. And he does another little old pooch kick. As the Wildcats try to run it down the side. But he's going to be hit. The Wildcats going to take it over. Looks like they're going to take it over on their own. Looks like it's about the 40-yard line. That's where they'll take it over. The Tigers leading 36-13 as they've helped the Wildcats scoreless in the second half. And the defense has showed up and the offense has showed up and played better. We're not getting as many penalties, but I'm going to tell you, number 11 more for the Tigers is what has put the Tigers in this winning position. And the Wildcats try to run it right up the middle, but no doing because the Tigers they stack that line. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats because he made it back to the line of scrimmage. 3:55 to go in this 4th and final period. The Tigers up 36-13. As the Wildcats run one man off. As the quarterback will be in shotgun. Now he goes up under center. 2 receivers to the left. Well, they had to run a man off. They had to run a man in. And that's going to be a delay of game for the Wildcats. They took too much time. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats. All right, the Wildcats on the center. They stay in the win teeth. They do a shuttle pass to number 7 as he's going to go out of bounds at he's going to gain about 7 of them yards back. So it's going to make it 3rd down and 4. Clock steady running with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this 4th quarter in this final game. As Key brings the Wildcats to the line, as he's in shotgun formation. No, excuse me, he's up on the center. They send the man in motion. He rolls to his left. He's wanting to run the ball, but he's got a Tiger all over him. And he's going not until he gets a 1st down. He's going to have a 1st down with 2 minutes to go in this game. They proud for these Ripley Tigers for coming out in this second half and playing some ball. They come out the first drive of the game and did great. Then it seems like they just took the foot off the gas. The Wildcats send the man in motion, but he drops the ball, but he picks the ball up, and he's still running with the ball. He's going to, not until he gets the 1st down with 1:53 to go in the game. It's going to be another 1st down for the Wildcats. Well, excuse me, there's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding, I'm sure, against the Wildcats. No, personal foul. Against the Wildcats, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, which that is ridiculous. You've already lost the ball game, and yet you're going to get a personal foul. But nevertheless, they do, and that's going to back him up. It's going to be first down in, I believe, first down in 30 or 25 yards. I believe it's 30. Well, they say first and 25, but I believe it's first down and 30 according to where the ball's at. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go in this game. Tigers 36-13 over the Fayette Ware Wildcats. They send a man in motion. They hand it off to a man, number 21 for the Wildcats. So he's going to be brought down out of bounds. 1:23 to go in the game. The Tigers up 36-13. Tigers substituting some of these young players in and out. 1:20 to go, with 1:21 to go in this game. You would think the Wildcats would be in a hurry, but they're not. Fayette Ware runs it right up the middle on the Tigers. The Tigers have got in a lot of these young players, and he gets the first down. So 1:09 to go in the game. Tigers the coaches give these young Tigers some playing time. These young Tigers, as they substitute some of these young players in. 1 minute to go in the game. Key goes up under center. Send a man in motion. Hand it off to number 7, right up the gut on the young Tigers. But the young Tigers stop it. That clock is steady running. Well, they stop it because it's a first down. Anytime there's a first down, then the clock stops to give the chain gang enough time to move the sticks. Here come the Wildcats to the line. 33 seconds to go in the game. Quarterback goes up under center. They hand the ball off. And he's going to go. Oh, no, he's going to be stopped. He's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 10-yard line. With 18.8 seconds to go in this game. Tigers doing a good job of keeping that man from getting a touchdown. Face mask on the Tigers, so that's going to move the ball up. Thought it would, but I thought they called a face mask, but I guess it did with 16 seconds to go in this game. The Wildcats come to the line. They send a man in motion. The quarterback rolls out to his right. He's looking to cut the corner. And this is going to be a touchdown, Wildcats. With the Tigers, it's going to let them score with 2.5 seconds to go in this game. With the Tigers substituted a lot of young players in that time. Give them a little playing time. The Tigers going to walk out of here with a win. 36-20 if they get this field goal. Now they're going to go for 2. To try to make it 36-21. Now he's going to kick a field goal. They would look at the 2-point conversion, but they changed their mind. Down, up, and it's good. Score 36-20 with 2.5 seconds to go in this game. The Tigers are going to get their second win of the season over Fayette Ware Academy, but we'll see Fayette Ware in basketball here in about another month or so. as they're in our district. Fayette Ware always has an excellent football. Well, they've had some excellent football teams in the past, but they always have an excellent basketball team. And so Fayette Ware is going to kick off to the Tigers. I'm sure they're going to kick it on the ground or do an onside kickoff. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Don't forget, next Friday night, Haywood County, the Tomcats and the Tigers. As we're waiting on the kick from Fayette Ware. He kicks the ball. He kicks it downfield. The Tigers get the ball. They're running upfield. They're running to the side. And that's going to be the ball game, as your Tigers are going to walk out of here with a win 36-20 over the Fayette Ware Wildcats. And that's going to do it for tonight's ball game. I'll send it back to you, Cody, at the station.